Now, did Democrats sell out labor and take corporate contributions? Absolutely. So your answer to a revanchist far right that's doing even more than any previous administration on labor is to go back into history and bitch about Democrats fucking up on that issue. What we on the actual left, who care about actually achieving things, are doing is fighting all of these fronts simultaneously. But actually, in fact, focusing now on the main threat. I said if you were in a swing state, vote for Hillary because I wanted to keep the main threat and the main problem be those fucking neoliberals and corporatists that we do have to defeat, not galloping fascists. But you know what? It's a good business model. Outrage is a good business model.
What's up, guys? What's up? How is everybody doing? It is Wednesday, and I had another half a day or something like that. And so I decided, let's start motherfucking streaming. Oh god, it's been within 5 minutes, so I don't know if this anyway. How's everybody doing today? I got the lights in the back. Just streaming. I was supposed to stream yesterday, but so here's the fucking thing, right? I woke up yesterday with a slight headache, and I realized it had almost been 24 hours since I had some caffeine in my system. And if you don't know about not having enough caffeine in your system, it will fuck you up. And let's just go ahead and start that music in the background. There we go. And yeah, I had been dealing with it, and the Monday before, because it was Tuesday, I had also been dealing with severe eye strain, and y'all know how it is. And I say it all the time. I work a desk job 8 hours a day, looking at a screen, and it was eye strain on top of migraine. I was not streaming, and yeah, no. I literally was just nope, that wasn't happening yesterday. And so here I am streaming tonight, of course. Just looking for, so I have stories that I have lined up that I was gonna cover yesterday. But I just want to make sure I cover make sure I got everything that I wanted to cover. All right, so outside of so I do want to actually say this. So I watched that Boogie and Wings of Redemption fight. That was just bad. Now I'm not gonna watch it on stream, but it was just it was fucking bad, and oh my god, that was horrible. So let's see, got the camera right here. All right, so anyway, yeah, let's get into some videos, man. Let us really get into some videos. I'm not gonna do D-Roy. I know how I like to do shit. I know once I get a target and I sick myself on that target, and I just couldn't. But yeah. But I am gonna do some more manosphere type bullshit. I think that's a lot of the content that I have saved on a lot of my I have a lot saved on my videos, the shit that comes up, and it's just I don't know. I wish I can cover more political news that that's not just manosphere, but a lot of my shit seems to conflict with the manosphere. It's just one of those things. Anyway, so let's get to like some of the first videos and let's see where we go from here. Okay. All right. So, this should be a quick one. Let me get close up and real personal. Hi guys. Don't you just love it when somebody stares directly into the camera and talks to you while barely blinking in a soft monotone? I hate that. I just hate it. You know what? Because it's disingenuous and it almost tries to be hypnotic, but you're not. You're just looking like you're a tool and you're trying to just like convince the stupid people by, oh yeah, he's a male spirit type guy. Here, check this out. We have Oren again. And he's come up with the idea that women are making society more polyamorous, not polyamorous, polygamorous, and the surprising consequences of female success. Let's hear what he's talking about, right? Let's go.
I'm Dr. Orion Taraban, and this is Psych Hacks, Better Living Through Psychology. And the topic of today's short talk is Women Are Making Society Polygamous. Now, this is obviously a very provocative title, but that...
So, I wonder why. Because they're having choices of what they want to do. Like, don't get me wrong. Is polyamory sprouting more and more? Especially since... And let's be honest with you, especially since it was pushed that a lot of people should get married young and early, and now that they've become an adult and their tastes have grown, they've grown as a person of what they like and what they don't like, and the forced social contract of marriage that happened in their early 20s, they won't know part of anymore. Yeah, people coming to realize that, hey, what you want to be at 15, 16, 17, 18 may not be what you want to be at 38, 36, 37. I know I just fucked the numbers up, but fuck it. Is that a problem? No, I thought we lived in the home of the free, land of the brave. But let's continue.
Doesn't necessarily mean that it isn't true. And I hope to back it up with some evidence and arguments in this episode. I will say
it's bothering me that he has chapped lips. It's like really bothering me. Like, I know you guys can't see it as clearly as I can, but this motherfucker has some really chapped lips. All right, let's go.
The outset that I don't think this movement is intentional. That is, I don't think that women are consciously attempting to accomplish this purpose. This is an epiphenomenon that emerges out of the data en masse. Kind of like how a wave emerges out of the movements of individual particles.
So he's trying to equate a social phenomenon to science. That's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. But go ahead.
None of which are particularly wave-like. None of the molecules has any awareness that it is contributing to the wave, but the wave arises out of the molecules.
Okay, we understand a double slit test. Dog, well, I understand a double slit test. This isn't that. You're talking about a social thing. It is not it's not hard-coded scientific. And while you sitting back here and trying to make it seem like it's hardcore scientific, that's not what's going on. But let's go.
Nonetheless, this is the mystery surrounding individuals and populations. The two are obviously connected, but it's impossible to see how unless you take a wide enough vantage. And of course, before I lay out my arguments, please be sure to like this episode and subscribe.
No. He's not shilling. We're shilling from this channel. Like, share, and subscribe. Remember, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers by June 1st. Please help me hit that goal. All right, let's go.
This channel. It takes less than a second, costs you nothing, much larger than yourself. So, do the thing. Now, to understand why this is happening, why women are making society polygamous, you have to first understand that women today are absolutely crushing it. While there was a gender gap that clearly favored men 50 years ago, We now have a gender gap that clearly favors women.
How? Please explain how. Please tell us how. Instead of just you're a doctor of psychology. How? Please tell us how. Let's go.
And in many domains, the size of this gender gap is larger than the size of the gender gap that we had a half century ago.
I need a source, though. I need a source. Here, I think I know where your source is.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Probably for the first time in human history, in most Western societies, childless.
And see, here's the thing. You see how many caveats that he had to throw in Western societies, and the first time no, it hasn't been. But let's go.
Women under 30 are earning more than childless men under 30. Women are graduating from high school, from college, from postgraduate institutions at a significant.
So again, look at that caveat that he just did. Childless women under 30. What happens after that? What happens after that? Oh, it's almost as if men start taking over and beating a wealth gap. Oh, okay, let's go. And let's be honest. That's generally the millennial and the Gen Z motherfucking age range, because it's almost as if, say it with me now, it's more economical issues versus just women are taking over. But let's continue.
Higher rate than men. In fact, at a nearly 2-to-1 ratio. They are doing very well. So hooray, women. That said, all this success does come with an unintended consequence with respect to the dating market. And before the women complain, well, who cares about dating? Let me just say that you should care about dating, because unless you want to go back to your father choosing your husband for you, this is pretty much the only pathway to long-term relationships, marriage, and children.
So wait. I'm sorry. You just built up a very, very big motherfucking sandcastle built on nothing but sand. And then you want to say that women don't care about dating, as if dating isn't a means to an end of getting a life partner, which a lot of us actually want, maybe one or two, but that's neither here nor there. But you want to sit back and say that, well, if we don't fix the dating pool, then women, you're going to go back to having your fathers choose who you're going to marry. That's about as big as a false dichotomy as I've ever fucking seen. But okay, let's continue.
Which are things I often hear women caring about. So problems with dating will have important downstream consequences. So what is the unintended consequence? In order to understand it, you first have to appreciate that women tend to date hypergamously.
No. Again, this is an assumption. Where the fuck is your motherfucking source? Oh, here we go. Here's your source.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
He's just making the shit up. And then you're going on trends that fall outside of different age ranges. Yes, if you were to look at motherfucking historical trends where women didn't have shit, they did tend to marry men that had shit. And I literally mean they couldn't get a credit card in their name. My mother is old enough to where she couldn't get a credit card in her name. It happened throughout her fucking time, her motherfucking lifetime. But let's continue.
For those of you who have never heard this term before, hypergamy is the tendency to date across and up status hierarchies. To put it simply, women want a man who is at least as good as her, if not better. And better, of course, is how women choose to define it, because it's for the cat to decide which milk is good. However, with respect to some very obvious metrics, women tend to marry men who are older, taller, stronger, higher status, and higher earning. And here's the rub. If women are out...
Since you have all this data, what is the difference in the age range and in the motherfucking income bracket? Can we see that data? You red pill dumb fucks keep saying this shit. Where is the data? What's the average difference in the years? What's the average difference in the income? No, you just say this shit because you think that's what it's supposed to be.
Performing most men, and women continue to date hypergamously, then voila. You have an increasingly shrinking pool of men that the majority of women would even consider as candidates for dating and mating.
I don't know why I do this to myself. So many of these people are looking and saying that, hey, if I date this person, that means I want to have a kid with them. That means I want to marry them. No, sometimes you want to date just for fun. And this dynamic of, oh, it's just men that's not having sex when there are women that are not having sex as well. I don't get this. They're so stupid. They keep feeding you motherfuckers who fall into this red pill shit the same fucking lie. Nobody is fucking like they want to. Nobody young is, because they don't have a place to fuck. Do you know how many people have to live at home with their parents even though they have full-time jobs? Or have 3 or 4 different roommates because the cost of living is so high. That's what's happening. And yes, we may need to look at how social media is affecting us, but the real thing is people don't have places to fuck. But let's continue.
And that's bad for women, because fewer eligible men significantly increases the intra-sex competition for a dwindling pool of potential mates. And it's also bad for most men, because most men are just flat out being disqualified from the sexual marketplace.
I'm so tired of this whole sexual marketplace value. Dude, like, I am nobody's chat wrong. I'm nobody's super chat. But I have a healthy amount of attention from women. Some who wants to sleep with me, some who just want to be my friend. It's not that hard. It is not that difficult. You know what the problem is? It's fucking attitude. But let's continue. Let's go.
On the other hand, if you are a top 10% man, a top 5% man, wow, is it a time to be alive? And why is that? Because all of these beautiful, high-achieving, intelligent, successful women are competing for you, one of a smaller and smaller subset of men. And the men at the top of these status hierarchies are just having a lot of sex with a lot of different women, and this phenomenon is accelerating at a fantastic rate.
No, like, can I see the source? And I don't know, I'm harping on him and his sources because he's a doctor of psychology. He's using his expertise as a source of authority, but he's not pulling any data. There's no data that he's providing. But let's continue.
In the last 10 years, the number of sexual partners that the average man has had has remained the same. However, over that time, according to the General Social Survey, the number of men under 30 who had no sex in the past 10 years, in the past year, has tripled.
What is the number for women as well? Please explain the number for women as well. If he does that, then I take back some of the shit that I said about him. But I guarantee you, he will not put how many women have gone without sex within the past year as well. But let's go.
From 10% to nearly 30%. This means that 1 in 3 young men have absolutely zero presence in the sexual marketplace. On the other hand, only roughly 1 in 6 women in that age group reported the same thing.
All right, let's go. Where's a study? Let's go. Percentage of Americans adults not having sex has reached record high. So for in 2018, it's 23%. It's 23%. 23%. And when you look at the men versus the women, and he tries to minimize it. He tries to fucking minimize it. It is 18% to 28%. That is only a 10-point swing. And this was as of 2018. The shit, like, he tries to say, it's a 6. Like, no, dude, it's a difference of about 10%. I don't think the people that are having sex are just slaying that extra, like, are just saying, like, oh yeah, we're fucking, tons of women, versus, like, literally, this is only responding to the people who've had sex. It doesn't say if it was homosexual sex or if it was straight sex. It doesn't say that. Because again, what a lot of these red pill motherfuckers don't want you to realize, that the reason why some of these women aren't having sex with these men is because they don't like men. Or the reason why, like, it's just really fucking weird. Are you gonna start forcing fucking monogamous heterosexual sex with everybody? Come on, man. Stop this bullshit. But let's go.
This creates a correspondence of roughly 5 women for every 4 men. And that assumes an even distribution across the remaining.
Again, they oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Would they stop with this 80-20 fucking bullshit, man? Oh my god. Because that's what the number that he wants to get with. Remember, we remember that last video that I did with this motherfucker? He had to try to get to the 80-20 some kind of fucking way. Some kind of fucking way. He's bending and flexing and bowing all of these numbers to get to the 80-20 rule. The fuck out of here.
Participants, which is absolutely not the case. The top performing men are not only having more sex with more women, they're having a lot more sex with a lot more women. So what does this mean? Well, if you put 2 and 2 together, it means that society is becoming increasingly polygamous, in which a smaller and smaller subset of men are enjoying a larger share of the sexual access to all women. To put that 5-to-4 ratio another way, this means that 20% of women under 30 are currently in a polygamous relationship.
What did I tell you? What the fuck did I tell you? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? He's gonna come up with the 80% soon. Let's go.
Whether they're aware of it or not. This situation is not conscious or intentional, but the data back it up. And just to be clear, this is not something men are doing. This is not something that men are forcing on women.
Are women taking the sex from the man unwillingly? Is, like, again, this red pill shit. If you're a guy and you fall for the red pill shit, these people don't give a fuck about you. The only thing that they care about is how to make more money off of your misery. That's what they care about. But let's continue.
Why? Well, in the first place, you have to remember that more men are getting less sex than they had 10 years ago. So if this is a conspiracy on the part of men, they're doing a really bad job of it. And in the second place, women are gatekeepers of sex. These women are not having sex with a smaller subset of men against their will. It's the women who are functionally voting with their feet.
So you're telling me that women are making life more polyamorous, and because they're succeeding in life, and you're saying that men can't succeed at life because reasons. I thought men were supposed to be strong. I thought they were supposed to accomplish great things, but because reasons, men aren't succeeded in life, and it's still the women's fault. This is what I mean by the red pill ideology makes men look weak, stupid, unchanging, and unable to evolve with the times. But let's go.
That it's either these men or no men at all for me, thanks. And
what about the women that like other women, dog? You don't get that. Oh my God. Okay, let's go.
What's the likelihood that any one of these top men who now have historically unprecedented sexual access to women, what's the likelihood that one of these top men is going to exclusively commit to any one of these women?
Again, he is saying that men are just led around by their penis. There are some men who are monogamous. That's a thing that happened. Like, you realize that, don't you? That some men are monogamous. There are some men who are monogamous. But let's continue.
I would say that it becomes increasingly smaller. So this is one of the unintended consequences of women's recent success. And what are the solutions?
Oh, this should be good. What are the solutions? Forced girlfriends for lonely men? Motherfucking we cut women out of college. We cut women out of earning power. What are the solutions? Please, I'm all ears. Let's go.
Well, we know that there are several bad or unlikely ones, including reactionary social movements that relegate women to traditional gender roles, or asking women to date and mate with men who are less desirable to them.
What did I tell you? He had to bring it up. This is like a little wink and a nod. Like, yeah, we could do that. It's fucking dog. Oh my God. Okay.
Neither of those things is going to happen. So, to be honest, the best solution that I can come up with is to really support men. Like, to support men with at least as much vigor and enthusiasm as we currently support women. So that the pool.
All right, I don't get it. Like, just support men. What the fuck? Help them cope with more emotional growth, more emotional maturity. Stop focusing so much on wealth in the society. I don't like. I mean, like, what the fuck do you expect? Like, this motherfucker. Oh my God. And he has a real practice, guys. I looked this shit up. He has a real practice. And I don't know what else to say other than, man, whatever. Like, share, subscribe, and all that other good shit. I'm gonna say thank you for watching, and we're gonna cut this video segment here. Wow. Wow, that was fucking nuts. That was nuts. I just, wow. Like, okay, sure. That's sure. I don't know what else to say, man. I just, oh man. Like, and you guys see why I like try to stop doing so much incel content as much as I do, because like this shit just pisses me off. It like pisses me off. Like I like some of these guys are just trash, and I try not to be that guy, but some of these guys are just trash. All right.
I got a suspicion.
So, oh my God, do I really want to do this one? Let's just do another one. All right, let's go. You know what's really, really something, right? I know I'm a provocateur. I know that I may actually rub certain YouTubers the wrong way, especially when they have a challenge coming from somebody like me. And what kills me is this. Now, I personally don't go onto other people's videos wanting a back and forth and exchange. If I ever like go to somebody's video, it's just me like leaving a comment saying this. But when you actually start going back and forth to me and start making video responses to my video that you did, it gets my penis hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'm an argumentative, like, honorary prick. And if you can argue with me about something that I have, oh God, somebody milk me like I'm a Jordan Peterson's meme. Like the fuck, it's awesome. And this is somebody who originally said he was an incel. I did a video about him, and he actually came back and was like, "Oh yeah, I finally had sex." Why put that stuff on the internet? Okay, but let's go to Bass right here. And look, I don't know how much more I want to actually. I don't know if I want to get through the whole thing. I did speed him up just a little bit, and we're gonna actually hear him talk about the right is for man and the left is for nobody. Which I saw this title in this video, and I've actually had critique of the left following guys' issues. But let's see with this greasy. How do you have a grease stain on your wall? I'm just saying. All right, let's go.
So, I'm not really fond of politics. Some of my friends get upset with me for how much I ignore politics and how much I don't really care about politicians and presidents and like voting and stuff like that.
So you've already lost the plot, dog, because you said you don't mind who's running as long as you get to be stupid and live in your own ignorance. Giving up your power to some fucking politician. No wonder you're on the red pill, because you used to giving up your power. But let's go.
My primary concern is people, their relationships, honor, virtue, integrity, and story creation. I love making stories.
So, just by your own admission, why don't you think politics would affect that? Especially when you have some politicians saying you can't write a specific type of story. You can't talk about a specific type of character. Your freedom to be a writer is in danger with all these authoritarian ass conservatives that is trying to pop up. Well, let's continue.
Stories. I love creating stuff. It's just a wonderful thing to me. And I love helping people. And being able to make stories that help people, that's what I love. I like that kind of stuff. I'm just not really into politics, okay? However, it is pretty clear.
Wait, you're making stories. You write stories, and you're not into politics? How fucking childish are the stories that you write? Because even if there are some form of politics in every fucking prose and poetics that we have. But let's go.
That men's issues are a little bit of a partisan issue. And it really shouldn't be, but
this is where we agree on. Men's issue should never be partisan. Because men's issues play into women's issues as well. Because, you know, we call them human rights.
It is. And it is, as a just brief explanation, because feminism is just Marxist ideas applied to gender. Now,
what Marxist ideas? Explain to me, what do you mean? What is the Marxist ideas? You throwing around buzzwords like you're fucking at a motherfucking beehive. What is a feminist ideas and how does it work with Marxism? Let's go. Shit. Like you just hear people throw out these words and you like, yeah, it sounds big words. He using a motherfucking $2. He using a fucking $2 word on a 50 cents budget. Like, okay, let's go.
Now, technically speaking, feminism is a crazy, illogical framework of multiple different ideals because classism does not apply to gender. There are
Is somebody gonna tell him or should I? If you don't have anything because your gender says your property is somebody else, that's classism, you dumb oh my god. Oh my god, I feel like I'm fucking woke scold. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. How does that not work, man? How does that not work? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Oh god.
multiple different classes and ways to move in between those different classes, and multiple reasons why each class would interact with each other differently. Men and women, on the other hand, are biological distinctions. And from those biological distinctions, certain, I guess you could say, advantages and disadvantages are like granted to them.
So, one of the things that I always wondered is like, how big do they think the biological distinctions between a man and a woman is? Okay, let's go.
Obviously, in the framework of our modern society, there are multiple different things that work just based on how we're socialized as people, also based on the environment in which we're socialized, based on our sex that we have and all that jazz.
Yeah, it's definitely biological essentialism.
It is really complex, but it's also really simple. Complex so far as we're all socialized differently, but simple as in there's only really two ways in which you could be. Now, of course,
No. It's just wait. He says we're all socialized differently, but it's only two ways you can really be. Wow. Oh,
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Okay. Let's go.
Marxist ideals, and even from that extension, you have trans ideals, or the idea trans identities, and multiple different and non-binary, all that, all get sprinkled in.
Tell me you don't know what you're actually saying. You don't know what you mean, but saying all these other different ideals. How is Marxism any way related to somebody being trans when there were people who were trans before Marx was born? I don't. Wait. Oh, my head. Oh, I can't think too much. I'm no stupid. Like, does he believe that gay people didn't exist in the 1970s? Like, dude, okay, let's go.
But the long and short of it is, when it comes to biology, when it comes to just factual, just reproduction, all that stuff is irrelevant.
Remember, guys, the red pill ideology only boils you down to how many kids you can pop out or how many kids you can make somebody pop out. That's all this is. It is about how many people that you're going to build, are you going to produce to feed to the motherfucking state war machine. And he's the one who's talking about Marxism and all that other good bullshit. But, dude, if it's about people serving the country to make more babies, that sounded pretty fast to me. But let's continue.
Relevant. You can be non-binary as much as you want, but if you have a uterus and you have egg cells, you can be impregnated. So you can make the silly
like, see, this is literally all about how many kids you can pop out. This is literally that. Wow. Okay, let's go.
Statement that I am a non-binary pregnant person, but when it comes to the function of what you're doing, you're a female. That's just how the English language works. That's not being insensitive. That's just reality. That's how.
Okay, that's because that's how the English language works. But, you know, it's almost as if we've had cultures throughout society of the global society that there have been more than two genders. Just because your pea-brain mind can't keep up with the shit doesn't mean that it isn't, you know, it's been past. Not past, but it's been happening in the past where you have people choosing their different genders. But let's go.
How we use language to understand the world. It got to this point where now I have to explain how the English language works because so many ideals are all topsy-turvy. But again,
So, did he just say? Did this dumb motherfucker say he's gonna have to explain how the English language works? I, wow. Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Shit. He spreading misinformation effortlessly. He only seems to care about breeding. Yeah, he only seems to care about breeding. And some of us don't just feel like we're just here to breed. But let's go.
How did he get this muddied mess of mush and gush? Well, again, it's because feminists tried to take Marxist ideals and they tried to apply it to genders, or more specifically, to sexes. Being a male means that you are in a higher, more powerful class. Being a female means you're in a lower class. But this...
See, there he goes. There he goes. It's just justification for insecure motherfuckers like this to tell women, oh, get in your place. Get in your place. All right, let's go.
Binary doesn't really work because males can be lower class and be under high class females. So that's where the idea of intersectionality comes into.
Okay. He just tried to give a motherfucking refutation of how, you know, how do I say it? And some of these people are just starting to blend together. I'm sorry. But it's like, it's just like, I don't know. Like, he tried to make a point about the specific difference in sexes, and now he's making this dumb shit. Let's just go. Let's just go.
And saying that your race and your social class and your social and all this stuff really matters. And it becomes this really big mess of a whole bunch of different ideals that are oftentimes deconstructed but are never reconstructed. So there's a lot of criticism. There's a lot of explaining.
So I know what I was gonna say. He was talking about it's like, you know, Marxism has nothing to do with class, and he's constantly making this class analysis. But let's go.
Explaining how something's wrong, how something's bad from leftist politics, not very many solutions. And as such, we get to this part of the video, where men's issues and women's issues are a partisan issue between left and between right. People on the right want to help.
Men's issues are not just men issues alone. There are trans men. There are trans women. There are the way that masculinity is affected in society and the way that you present as masculine in a society. It's more than just you have penis, will travel type bullshit. Like, all right, let's go.
Men and women out by that matter, because they care about familial structures. They care about maintaining a social sphere. At least they're supposed to. While people on the left...
You're absolutely fucking right. It is so many people that try to joke like, oh no, it's family values and all that other good shit. When they don't. Like, look at Lauren Boebert, just recently divorced from her husband that was a convicted sexual assaulter. All right, let's go.
Are concerned with deconstructing and progression. They want to keep moving forward in society without any real clear vision as to what that technically even really actually means, but they want to keep doing it. And while they do that, they want to deconstruct all these different ideals of traditionalism, of so-called patriarchy, manhood, masculinity.
Wait, did he say so-called patriarchy? But my dog, there was and still is patriarchy. I don't understand with this motherfucker. Let's go.
In femininity, but they never want to actually give us an ideal of what you should be. So this is where...
Do you need an idea of where you should be to be a good person? Do you need motherfucking, berries to fall from the sky in a specific shape and form to say, we need you to follow this particular law of the land? No, that's stupid. Because if you need that, then grow the fuck up. But let's go.
Where we get into this big imbalance in the most simplistic, non-complex way ever. I'm sure there's a lot more nuance to this. Where right people have a strong ideal of what it means to be a masculine and what it means to be feminine. The left has a deconstructed ideal, and then it just kind of says, well, figure it out. And yeah, that's what leads.
So I'm right. I was right. He needs to be told how to be a man. Here, motherfucker, I'll teach you how to be a man. Oh, as much as you want. Even though I'm not making a sexual pass, I will teach you how to be a man as much as you want. Stop being such a fucking incel. All right, let's go.
Leads us to this video by, well, his main channel is Big Joel, but his other channel is Little Joel, where he's talking about the fact that the left doesn't really offer many solutions that the right in this partisan issue does. Now, if you want my honest opinion, the only dichotomy
We want his honest opinion. Sometimes we get an opinion that's not honest. All right, let's go.
that's reasonable to discuss is good versus evil, if you're just talking to me. However, I think one thing that is objectively clear is that right-leaning politics do have a much stronger ideal, whether it's wrong or right, of what men should be. Leftist politics have a lot of deconstructing of what men should be, not a lot of what they should be. Now, there's lots.
So you're mad because the left gives you examples, but doesn't make you want to follow up with a choice. But the right wants you to actually do shit and do it for the good of the country. Get the fuck out of here. Let's go.
Lots of problems with being a man in manhood, but not any solution. Right says, well, here's how you be a man. And whether you agree or disagree, the right says, here's how to be a man. Big Joel thinks that the right still probably isn't doing a good job of that for some odd reason.
It's not, because it's become too exclusionary. That people are just saying, like, fuck this. But let's go.
I know he feels that way because I've seen some of his videos and have considered responding to them. I'm not a right-leaning person. I'm not a left-leaning person. As I said, I'm a political mercenary. If it makes sense, I go with it. If it's reasonable, I go with it. If it's true, I go with it. I don't really give a damn if something sounds like a feminist idea or something sounds like a right-leaning idea. If it makes sense, it makes sense. That's how I view the world. My primary concern, once again, is righteousness versus vice. Or maybe it's more virtue versus vice.
See, this shit sounds... He's a fucking Christian, guys. He's a fucking Christian because it's about righteousness. Like, what? Oh, all right, let's go.
Righteousness versus immorality. That's my primary concern. And I'm not saying you guys have to be like me. If you want to keep being into politics and that's your hobby, that's your prerogative. That's how I feel. So I'm never going to get caught into a right-leaning niche or a left-leaning niche. My niche is, you do...
The fact is you're advocating for return to tradition. You're advocating that, yeah, no, women need to, like, know their motherfucking place. Or excuse me. That, you know, the whole idea of man's right is the fucking left it. Just, okay. All right, let's go.
Do what's right because it's the right thing to do. It's that simple, okay? I'm an anime character. Sorry about that. Why do you think I do all the fan art, okay? Well, I don't do it. My friend does it. So now we're getting to Joel.
Wait. Whoa. He actually had to lay a claim for artwork that he didn't. Okay. Wow. Fuck. Mediocre as shit, isn't he?
Sorry for this long preamble. But this is Joel's reaction to a tweet that is actually criticizing the left for not doing a lot to help young men, which is just objective.
I mean, like, yeah, okay, that happens a lot of time. I criticize the left for not helping young men. Oh, okay, let's go.
Objectively true. I mean, I've spent like the last 10 years making multiple videos against left-leaning people that all they do is deconstruct manhood and say that men are bad people. So I think it's fair to say when I say it is, yeah.
Yeah. Keep nodding your head like a dumb little fuck. Let's go.
The left doesn't do much for men. Go ahead and take us away, brother.
So there's this tweet by this guy named Sid that goes as follows. The reason young men flock to alt-right MRA movements is because...
I covered this tweet. Oh, shit. Okay, let's go. Let's see if he gonna say the shit.
Because the left gives brain-dead advice to young men, we need to be more compassionate to them for our own sake.
And he's right on multiple different levels of interpretation. For our own sake could be for the sake of our country and not trading a whole bunch of, as they like to call, fascist men that want to like take over stuff and just do bad things and hurt people. Or finally, you could interpret it as for our own sake because those bloody incels might kill us.
Is he fucking stupid? Like, okay. Wow. Is he fucking stupid? Okay. Okay. All right, let's go.
Don't worry, incels. I know you guys are more likely to kill yourselves than other people, but that's how they feel.
No, wait, no. They want to go out in a blaze of glory, so that's why a lot of them try to do death by cop. Uh, please, fucking tell me. Oh, all right, let's go.
Anyhow, go ahead and continue.
So this tweet is going wild on my Twitter right now, personally. Like, a lot of people hate it. Some people really, really like it. Bosch is into it, whatever. Personally, the tweet doesn't really make me mad at all, because I think the outcome it describes is good.
Joel.
All right, so again, I know I'm retreading old ground, but yeah, the left is failing young man. And I'm not saying that a lot of they have to do shit like forced monogamy or forced boyfriends. It's just like, oh no, fuck you guys. Like patriarchy. Like, yeah, there are a lot of people that are just like not paying attention to a man's need in the lifestyle. Fuck, did I say lifestyle? I'm tired. Oh, in the leftist sphere. Let's go.
Why do you think these leftists had such a problem when they took such umbrage with the idea that they should be kinder to men? It might have something to do with the fact that for years they were trained to believe that men were their greatest adversaries, and that men hate them, and that men benefit in society where they don't, and that men...
So, again, part of this is true, but a lot of it is just innuendo and just reflection. Are there motherfucking things that happen to guys bad because of, the current gender dynamic that we have here? Of course, a lot of men are woefully just a wrong type of stoic when it comes to shit bothering them, because boys don't cry. Only weak men cry. Like, yes, a lot of the system that we got currently right now hurts guys as well as hurt women. But let's go.
Men are just cruel and just don't care. And men are so bad that men hurt other men. You think that maybe it might have something to do with the fact that when you train people to believe that men in their nature are evil, that they might not be so privy to having compassion and caring for them. After all, these people haven't heard of Christianity, apparently.
The same idea that tells you you're a broken, fucking, disgusting sinner, and nobody should love you, nobody should care about you, but God, sent himself to sacrifice himself to himself for a day and a half, and yeah, okay, okay, let's go.
I mean, also, when you deconstruct Christianity, a religion whose primary theme is forgiveness, being kind to others, and helping them, and protecting...
Oh no, the primary thing is you better suck some God penis. That's what that's what the primary thing is. Service to the Almighty God. That's what the primary thing of Christianity is. But yeah, all right, let's go.
Protecting them, it makes sense that they would be, once again, hilariously unforgiving to such evil, whereas Christianity would seek to redeem it. But you're not going to say any of that because you're an idiot, so go ahead.
It's good to be compassionate to men, and if the left can do a better job of that, then that's great. That said, I have some problems with this tweet, like a weird amount of problems with this tweet.
Of course you do, because God bloody forbid we treat men with compassion. Can't have that. They're...
Oh my god, he doesn't know. Okay, all right, let's go.
evil. They're the villains of this tale. Why should we... you guys just didn't watch Naruto, did you? Huh.
What the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? How the fuck does Naruto have anything to do with motherfucking the left not motherfucking reaching out to men like they need to? How Naruto, which the person that takes over the village hidden in the leaf is a fucking woman. Not only that, an unmarried woman with PTSD saw that both her brother and her motherfucking lover died. Where it's a constant motherfucker. It's a constant motherfucker. Like, and it's even said in like one of the light novels or one of the animes where it's like when you have a woman in a team where it's two guys competing, all three of them get stronger. How? Oh my god! And I doubt Joel has watched Naruto, so like I doubt it. But like you are using the wrong motherfucking anime. Okay, I'm just going off. I'm going off. Oh, I just got congested. Let's go.
No Naruto. I can tell. None at all. Or Dragon Ball Z. Shoot, even Goku didn't kill Vegeta. Anyway, continue.
The first
What the fuck? Oh. Again, Goku's wife was a fighter. Oh god. Okay. The Saiyan host. The thing about the Saiyan, like, goddamn, Prince Vegeta married a fucking rich heiress who was smarter than him and was probably more genocidal and aggressive than he was. But Bulma, like, okay, let's go.
is I'm not sure exactly what advice the left is giving to young men that is brain dead. Like, what are
They're not giving any. We've had this discussion. We went over this video on my channel earlier, but let's go.
people saying? What's going on?
I mean, off the top of my head, some of the silliest advice that I keep seeing left wingers say is, take a shower, cut your hair, and don't be creepy.
Wait, how is that silly? Wait, how is that silly? Please tell me, how is that silly? No woman wants to smell you smelling like shit. I'm sorry. That's a thing. And I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, I have the locks. I have the locks. But don't walk around like you did. Oh god. Okay, let me see if I can actually find it. Hold on. Oh, my channel. Let's see if we get a video of See Your Krusty. Hold on. I'm looking for it. See Your Krusty. Okay. For some reason, I'm not finding them. Let's see something. I think that's maybe the reason why. All right, so I'm gonna actually show you guys this video. I can't see it. Hold on. All right, this is a better picture. Here, I want you guys to see it. Now, this motherfucker is literally in his house looking like this shit. And I know I'm not no better, but this is this motherfucker living in his house looking like this shit. Like, I when I say this motherfucker looked dirty as shit. Okay. Let's maybe this isn't showing it as best I could get it. Give me a second. Okay. I just found it. I just found the old video. All right, here it goes. Come on, pull up, pull up. Yeah, thanks for. This is this motherfucker right here. This is this motherfucker right here. He is complaining that somebody told him to fucking clean the fuck up. This is this motherfucker right here. He was told to clean the fuck up. Here, let's like behind his head is a fucking grease stain. Yeah, it's allergies. It's allergies. But behind this motherfucker is grease stains. And it's just like, yeah, no, like this motherfucker is that guy. But here, let's kind of go back. Let's go.
Get some friends. Get a hobby.
Nobody wants you if you're fucking miserable by yourself and smell like shit.
It's not super helpful to the conversation.
Wait, like, this is literally some bullshit. Nobody wants you if you act lonely, are miserable, and smell like shit. Nobody will want you. Alright, let's go. Let's go. God damn it, he's stupid.
I think, to present the left as a group of people presenting young men terrible advice without getting into the nature of that advice, what's actually going on. I know a bunch of leftists, and they tend to say just normal shit all day, every day. So I'm not sure what the actual thing is here.
The nature of the advice usually presupposes that the man has done something wrong, and that as a man, he has to fix it. To be fair, the nature of almost all advice is as such, but the left is so like surface level and minute in giving young men practical applications that they don't really know what to do. I mean, there's always a lot of deconstruction.
So here's the thing, and I'm going to ask this question. If you, again, I always say this is my advice to all the guys. If you need to be the person that you want to be around and not just the person that you want to be like. What advice are you giving these guys? What advice are you giving them guys? You're not giving them no advice? So fuck you! Alright, let's go.
Construction of masculinity and being toxic. You don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to compete in competitions and stuff like that. You don't need to be big and strong. But the advice doesn't really go so far as to like, well, how am I supposed to actually be a man? Sometimes the left's brain dead advice is no advice. I have seen literally...
Again, do you really need to be told how to be something? Do you really need to, like, if somebody needs to hold your hand and tell you how to be a man? I don't get that. I've never had to do that. Maybe my father, because my father was in the motherfucking house, he was drunk half the time of my childhood, but still, like, nobody had to tell me how to be a man. All right, let's go.
Young men ask feminists, ask them directly, what am I supposed to do? And they don't tell them anything. So sometimes it's a lack thereof advice. Sometimes their advice is so generic and general that, well, it's a nothing burger. It just doesn't.
Sometimes all it takes is some generic and general okay, let's go.
Doesn't apply because it doesn't work, or they've already tried it and it didn't help them get what they wanted. And what young men want more than anything else, come here, let me tell you something. What young men want, come here, get close. What young men want more than anything else is to be with a woman that loves them.
Wow. That doesn't mean a woman who's gonna put up with just any motherfucking thing. That's not what that means, dog. Okay. Okay, let's go.
And the left has created a generation of women that hate them. You might be able to see now why there might be a little bit of friction there now. Yes?
How has the left done that? I know what he's applying. He's applying that the left has said that men are trash. And to some extent, part of the left has done that. But like... I don't help me out with this. Are these men, if you think that you're on the left has actually just poisoned your mindset or poisoned women's mindset to actually think that all men are trash, what are you doing to counteracting that? What, like, oh, it's just so many fucking stupid ways of just disputing that shit. Okay. All right. Let's go.
Problem number two, maybe this is the obvious one. This tweet here doesn't really account for other extremely important factors at play here, right? For example, what of patriarchy?
Like male privilege. Ah, yes, all those poor men that are short and ugly are incredibly privileged because...
Does he not realize that short and ugly has nothing to do with fucking social status? But he does? Okay, fuck. God damn it. This is the type of shit that makes you think that when he did lose his virginity, it was to a hook. Alright, let's go.
People don't talk to them. People leave them alone. Being socially isolated is such a privilege now, isn't it?
No, people are leave you alone because you're a fucking creep. Oh my god. Dude, I literally have to set time aside each day to speak with the amount of people who wants to speak with me. It's not because I'm just Chad Road or some shit like that. No, it's because people actually care about hearing about me, hearing from me. Like, people care about that shit. Okay. Again, be the person you want to be around, not the person that you just like.
You know, we've lived in a very, very sexist society for a very long time.
No, we didn't, Joel. We didn't grow up in a sexist society. In fact, we grew up in a rather egalitarian society. Quite ironically, most of the sexism that occurs is actually towards young men.
Like, really, you red pill guys, they keep playing you guys for victims. They keep playing you guys for victims. They think that you can't change or grow with the times. You can't step up to be more the man than a woman wants. Or that, you know, sometimes these women don't want a man. They want a girlfriend. Like, okay, let's go.
People get upset about the fact that men are an ever-present danger to women. And then when you look statistically, you find a couple of different things. Now, again, I'm not fond of statistics, so take this with a grain of salt.
So wait. You want to use statistics, but you're not fond of statistics. That sounds like you're about to do a cherry picking argument.
But you'll find that men get attacked more than women, yet women are more afraid of men.
Wait. Who are the perpetrators of violence against men? Who are the perpetrators? Like, oh wow, he really is gonna say this shit. Wow, okay. Most of the violence that happens towards these single guys are committed by other motherfucking men too, you dumb fuck. Oh my god. Okay, let's go.
The reason why women are more afraid of men is because men are bigger and stronger than they are. Now that's really logical on the surface until you factor in, mentally, men don't want to hurt women. The vast majority of human beings actually don't want to hurt other human beings. In fact, here's the interesting thing. You have to train human beings to hurt other human beings.
That's bullshit. We've been picking up rocks to throw at people that we don't like since the time we fucking invented tools. Alright, let's go.
And even then, sometimes they still don't want to hurt other people. So despite the fact that overwhelmingly, women actually aren't in ever-present danger to men, they feel like they are. Quite ironically, men are actually, statistically, more in danger than women are.
But who are the perpetrators of that violence? Who are the perpetrators? Alright, let's go.
And yet, despite the fact that that's the case, men are told that it's still their problem because other men are performing it. So even though you are more likely to be a victim...
So he knew. He fucking knew. He fucking knew. He knew the people that's contributed to the more violence. He knew. He's just trying to be fucking dishonest. Alright, let's go.
As a man, it's still your responsibility as a man because another man will hurt you. But that's not sexist. Or somehow that's sexist against women, even though women are actually in less danger than men are. Now, here's where the real irony comes in. Women are in more danger of being hurt by the men that they pick. How about that?
Oh god, these motherfuckers bend and twist the truth around so fucking much. It's really pretty. It's a masterful stroke. No, the study says that you're most likely to get hurt from the person you're around, a person you live around the most. That's why it's that same kind of like mentality of why is the black on black crime as high as it is? Because of proximity, you dumb fuck. Every group, if they're in a proximity to each other, they fucking fight. And then when the oh my god, like okay, like he's really trying to go and use the world of women. If those bitches would motherfucking choose me, then they wouldn't get hurt so much because I'm a nice guy trademark. Okay, let's go.
So women have this ever-present fear of men, but they select the men more often than not that's going to kill them. How does that work?
That's not how it works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, let's go.
Well, it might work when you start factoring in that women and men aren't hive minds and that different people feel differently about the world, and you can't just categorize people in overwhelming, sweeping generalizations. Unfortunately, the world that we live in loves to do that to men. It doesn't really do that for women. I mean, everyone's told that we do that to women, but what we actually are doing it to is to men.
We have the videos of women being downgraded. Just we know what's going. Okay. It's been a long week. Okay, let's go.
I'm not here to say that men are victims of everything, but what I am saying is that when it comes to the sexism in the world, it is actually still more towards men than it is towards women. You know,
I need a motherfucking source. Can I get a source? Can I get a source? Other than just like because I said so. All right, let's go.
And so I think it makes sense that people are still attracted to the patriarchy as an idea.
it might have a little bit more to do with the fact that people are flocking to the idea of the patriarchy because it is a constructed idea, not a deconstruction of whatever gobbledygook mess that you guys have now. Here's the thing that's interesting about the left.
Okay. So I get what he's trying to say. But it's so fucking stupid the way that he's fucking saying it. Like, oh yeah, ha. Like, no, that okay. All right, let's go.
Advice. You should be fine with women being in their career paths. Fair enough. Problem is, when women out-earn men, they grow resentful, disrespectful of those men, or will not engage with those men that make less money than them at all.
You hear that? Again, another fucking. Well, men can't learn to make more money, or like, no, stop. All right, let's go.
So women still adhere to the fact that men have to be higher earners than them, while also having the jobs that will make them high earners. Which you would think would be sexist against men, but apparently it's not, because I guess in the past that we didn't live in, other men did something. So because other men in the past we did something, we have to suffer.
So what is your solution? Again, I'm not hearing the solution. What is your solution to tackling the issue with like men's rights not being explored? Look, it's no issue. It's no solution. It's just shit that he's using to try to get his motherfucking power. All right, let's go.
now by not being worthy of being loved
Yeah,
by
it's
women.
insecurity.
And that somehow makes sense to leftists. I don't know why it makes sense, but it does.
Are young men flocking to conservative movements because of some deficiency in leftist advice, or does it come down more to the fact that they were born in conservative households?
Yeah, it's the deficiency in leftist advice. Yes, it is. It is. It is. It is. All right, let's go.
Told to believe conservative things growing up. You know,
Sure, that might have a little bit of something to do with it. The only problem is, there's plenty of leftists that were also born into conservative households that now lean more towards leftist ideals. Hunter Avalon.
Oh, of course, this is the right time. He's having a beef with Hunter Avalon. Do you know why Hunter Avalon just changed and did some self-reflection and also looks at his old shit and just like takes it down? Because he grew. And because he was literally at the point of his wife or then girlfriend just like not wanting to be around him because he was a piece of shit. And he was like, oh God, this is what I've become. And he changed to be a fucking better man. All right, let's go.
Alone is the first one that comes to mind. I think even Vouch might have said that. I think even Destiny can say that. So Joel, stop with your dumb, stupid take here, fam. Just because you were born in a household doesn't mean that when you get into adulthood, you're going to still maintain those same ideals. It's not why they flock to it. They flock to it because it's more socially cohesive and it makes more sense. It's also the only framework that isn't constantly telling them that they're an evil, vile person for the mere fact that they exist. At least in Christianity, you can ask for forgiveness and be renewed.
And like, this is actually true. I get upset with the left, how they treat single men as pariahs or just trash. And it's just like, no, like, we have to stop doing this shit on the left. Because in the end, like, it's just, what's the best way to say it? In the end, it just seems more resistant of not resistant. God damn it! I need to go to sleep. In the end, it seems that it's just like we on the left needs to make sure that we understand that, you know, just somebody's skin color or somebody's gender doesn't make them automatically bad. It's the ideas and actions that they fucking do. But let's continue.
Renewed and then loved and respected and cherished by the Lord. With the feminist religion, you're just an awful person from start to finish, and you just have to do your part to be better. But you can never be better because you're always still going to be a man. Who the flip wants to adhere to an ideology like that? It's self-hating people. That's the answer to the question.
But you're a motherfucker. You're trying to bring up religion. You're trying to bring up religion. Oh, all right. Let's go.
Are Andrew Tate's major fans, and who are their parents?
How in heaven's name is anyone supposed to bloody know that?
Also, what of material factors, right? The cost of living going up, and COVID-19, and political disarray.
What the irony of all that is, with the cost of living going up, you would think that two people that have a natural predilection of being together, being attracted to each other.
See, no, you dumb fuck. That's where you're fucking up at, because you're actually just taking it as, oh yeah, of course, man, woman, pussy plus dick equals like plus happiness 5 to everybody except for the people it wasn't. Like, okay, God damn it. Let's go.
Each other would say, hey, I have resources, you also have resources, let's be together. And then they'll be like, oh wait, wow, imagine if we work together, we can make life easier for each other. Imagine that. Only problem is, one half of that equation says, but you don't make more money than me, so like, why would I even enter this partnership? And the other half's like, but wait a minute.
So stop teaching people to go for monetary gain over commitment to a person's idea of who they are. Like, I don't get this. All right, let's go.
If we combine our incomes and we make a plan, we can make that whole like logic thing. But like, you make less money than me, so like, why would I engage?
Because you're funny. Because you give us hope that I don't know that the world is gonna be a better place with knowing you. That okay. Wow, let's go.
Well, I'm trying to explain why you would engage because it would be mutually beneficial to the both of us. No, but I would be paying more. Well, yes, but I'm also bigger and stronger, and I also have life experience you don't, and also
I don't think he's bigger and stronger, but that's just me. All right, let's go.
So any money that I have will still always be an asset to you. Yeah, but you're also like short, so you make less money than me. You're also not as tall as I want you to be. You're also not as handsome as I want you to be. So like, why would I engage in this partnership that would be mutually beneficial to both of us?
Because women like sex, and women like companionship. I know because you've never made a woman orgasm. You don't know that women like sex. It's something that tells me that they like sex. All right, let's go.
Because like I just said, because any money that I have will always be a benefit to you, and also like I'm also still like a person. Like I still have thoughts and ideas, and you know I can also like clean and cook too sometimes, and we can trade off, and like we can like make a plan.
Wait, what? If you don't know how to live on your own and take care of your goddamn self, you shouldn't expect a woman to come back from the dead to take care of you. You dumb fuck. All right, let's go.
No. That's what's going on. So that's the state of affairs. And the left tells men, okay, well then do better. And men are like, okay, but like how though? Well then we'll cut your hair. How will cutting my hair make me taller?
I think this tweet kind of comes.
It doesn't. God, Danny fucking DeVito, before he was rich and famous, he had boatloads of women. Why does that offend him so much? Okay, let's go.
With the implication that giving people advice, like self-help advice, is this really important, impactful thing. When I just disagree. I don't really think that self-help online advice is all that helpful to people, because I think you already know all the advice that anybody on the internet could possibly tell you.
If that's the case, why?
And so, yeah, this is one of the criticisms I had when I watched that original video from Big Joe, and like, I don't like the fact that a fucking lot of leftists, where they know the motherfucking prescription that they should give, they in an appearance to seem like they're not motherfucking telling people what to do. It's just like, yeah, no. You may have, killed the specific amount of towns, and, like, you may have done this, but like it doesn't mean that you have instructions on how a man should be. All right, let's go.
Why does anyone listen to anyone say anything if they already have all of the knowledge? I guess the obvious answer is entertainment, but then there's the other obvious answer.
All right, I'm just done. I'm done. I can't watch any more of it. I'm halfway about to...
Done.
I'm done. Anyway. All right, yeah. This shit just, like, it's just insecurities. How they see that how they just see how a woman isn't as docile and is meek and demure as they want them to be to make their dick feel good, and it's pissing them off. I wish I would have actually been the one that was able to just like I don't know. I don't know what I'm about to say. I'm fucking tired. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good shit. And we're gonna cut this segment here. Oh God, my head is something like I have to go, guys. I want to say thank you for everybody who's watched. Remember, look for the clips to appear on YouTube in the next few days. I have to go and lay down a little bit because I'm getting really congested. Please, again, like, share, subscribe. Touch titties, always with consent. Remember, be the person you want to be around, not just the person that you like. I want to be like. And I'm going to call this a motherfucking day, guys. Thanks.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah. I'm probably afraid of that because then people don't hate each other. Then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy? I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too. that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right, absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But, and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but...
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
eating. The system levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.